crowd. Everybody is on their feet for this one.
Look at Chuck Lidell, cool, calm, and confident. That's the Iceman. He looks very ready.
He is an excellent kickboxer, a wrestling background to avoid that takedown, and he is well versed in submission. But tonight, I think we're going to see some banging.
They don't have a fear of going toe-to-toe. Chuck Lidell wants to remain the #1 contender for the light heavyweight crown. He's had a tough run, and he has beaten all but one. Suloev, Bustamante, Munson, Jones, Randleman have all gone down. And now we welcome back to the octagon, the Phenom, Vitor Belfort.
The Phenom, Vitor Belfort.
The excitement shown by this crowd. Look at everybody in this place is on their feet. They have waited for the last 4 years to see the return of this young phenom in Vitor Belfort. An excellent boxer. As Joe stated, he tried out for the Brazilian Olympic boxing team. Lightning fast hands and a jiu-jitsu black belt. And everyone is pumped about this fight.
Tonight, it is not FIBA Las Vegas, it is Vitor Las Vegas as he gets set to take on Chuck Lidell. Man, it's good to see Vitor Belfort back inside the UFC. Tail of the tape, light heavyweight bout. 24 years old is Vitor Belfort, still a youngster. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu his background, his hands as dangerous as any. In the UFC today, Chuck Lidell, we still call him, and I think justifiably so, the most devastating striker in the light heavyweight division. Will it be enough tonight against Vitor? Let's officially introduce to you the competitors in this, our elimination bout with the veteran voice of the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this UFC light heavyweight bout is sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, with Dr. Luther Mack, Chairman, and Commissioners, Dr. Tony Alamo, Mr. Skip Avancino, Mr. John Bailey, and Dr. Flip Hamansky, with Mark Radner, Executive Director. This bout is sponsored by the Gordon Biersch Brewing Company. Beer like it ought to be. And now, it's time to begin the main event of the evening. This fight is a 3-round UFC light heavyweight elimination bout, beginning with the fighter standing to my left. He is a kickboxing expert with a mixed martial arts record of 6-1-0. Standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 204 pounds. Fighting out of San Luis Obispo, California. Please welcome the Iceman, Chuck Lidell. And his opponent, standing to my right, he is an expert in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and boxing. He holds a mixed martial arts record of 10-2-0. Standing 6 feet tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Introducing the Phenom, Vitor Belfort.
Here we go.
And when the action begins, our referee in charge is Big John McCarthy.
This elimination bout is sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. And Dr. Luther Mack, our judges assigned Cecil Peoples, Abe Bellardo, and Marcos Rosales. Tito Ortiz is the champion in the light heavyweight division. These two men inside the octagon want what is around Tito's waist. The Iceman, the Phenom, we are set.
All right, here we go, here we go. You ready? Are you ready? Let's get it on!
The wait is over. Vitor is back. Chuck doesn't care.
I had to pull my headset off to see if my speakers were distorting, and it was actually the crowd.
Lidell, he has the kicks.
That's one thing that Chuck has that Vitor doesn't. Vitor's been working on his kicks, but Chuck Lidell is a kick expert.
There's that low kick I spoke of a few minutes ago. If he can land about 6 of those hard ones, Vitor is going to think twice about closing the distance.
Now, Joe, you made an interesting comment before that Chuck will try to work on angles as Tino works for a very good, or pardon me, Vitor, a very good takedown. Oh, a strong takedown by Vitor Belfort. Maybe his game plan is the ground.
Wow, and like I said before, I think Chuck Lidell has the best takedown defense in all of mixed martial arts. And he's on his back right now. Well, back up, that's what I'm talking about.
And a knee eaten in the process.
That's very hard to do. What he just did is very hard to do. To get a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy has you on your back, a black belt like Vitor Belfort, and you get back standing, Chuck Lidell has excellent takedown defense.
Lidell is very unpredictable. He was even holding on to that fence, trying to avoid the takedown.
And, wow, he had to fight for that one again, Jeff.
Yeah, Belfort in the half guard. If he gets the right leg through, that is where he wants to be.
Yeah, Chuck Lidell does not want to be on his back right here.
And Chuck's a wrestler, which means he doesn't want to be on his back. He doesn't mind being on the ground, but not in this position.
And not against a guy like Belfort. He came out explosive. And I mean, it's one of the rare times you will see Lidell on his back.
Lidell understands submissions. Lidell knows how to defend, but it's still very, very dangerous water here. Vitor up. If Vitor passes his guard, then we're going to see something. Right now, Chuck in a defensive guard right here. He's okay.
You know, because of Vitor's love for striking and love for boxing, we thought he might want to go toe-to-toe with Chuck Liddell. So far, that doesn't seem like Vitor's game plan at all. He wants to be down here.
Chuck's going to walk the fence again. He's going to get his back to the fence. He's going to stand up. He's going to push back against the fence and use that leverage to stand back up.
So look at Belfort. He's got both legs. They are sucked in deep, and he is putting him down. Listen to this play.
Oh, my. The Bellagio is rocking here in Las Vegas.
Chuck Liddell is very tough. That is so hard to do. Back on his feet again. That's a lot of energy, too. Double underhooks.
We're throwing knee in there. That's what Liddell needs to do. Now Belfort up against the fence.
See, Vitor lifting that leg to try to prevent the attempt of the use of the legs by Chuck Liddell. That's good defense right there by Vitor.
It is, but this has been the knock on Belfort in the past. When things don't go his way, he kind of dies off. He loses his aggression. Right now, Chuck Liddell is taking over this fight. Chuck Liddell got double underhooks. Vitor Belfort does not look as aggressive. He looks like he's a little fatigued. And Chuck Liddell looks to be taking over right now. We saw this happen with Randy Couture. Vitor has an initial big flurry, and when it doesn't work his way, he dies off a little.
And those are hard knees to the side of that right thigh of Belfort. Those will hurt you. They will knock that nerve out. Look at that forearm. A big shot by Chuck Liddell.
All right, under 90 seconds remains in round one. This is, even though it's an elimination bout, it is a non-championship bout, so we're scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. And they're both looking towards solar plex damage here, and Liddell trying to do a little bit of his on Vitor.
Liddell's got excellent body punches here. He looks to be much more aggressive than Vitor. You see how Vitor is kind of relaxing right now?
And look at that quick switch.
And back up, going with the kick. Vitor trying to answer, and here they go toe-to-toe.
Chuck Liddell does not think Vitor can go 3 hard rounds. He's going to press him now. I've never seen Chuck in this kind of shape either. Look at his six-pack. He's chiseled. We've seen Chuck in the past before. He looked a little overweight. He looked a little slow.
Oh, there's a good kick by Vitor Belfort inside of the left knee of Chuck Liddell.
I was not expecting that out of Belfort.
That's taking a page out of Chuck's book.
First time I've ever seen Vitor throw a leg kick, I think.
Vitor is looking much more poised and pacing himself.
Not only did he throw it, he landed it.
He looks a little fatigued and a little passive. Chuck with a nice leg kick.
See, Vitor waited for the counter.
See, this is Chuck Liddell's game. If Vitor wants to trade leg kicks with Chuck Liddell, he's going to lose.
Yep. And Chuck has the reach advantage at 6'2". Although Vitor's tall, he's 6 foot, but still, Chuck with the arms and legs.
Very good round.
Yeah.
Very good round.
You know what? We've waited a long time for this one, and through 5 minutes, it's everything that anyone could expect.
You can already see the welts developing on Vitor's leg.
I see in Vitor's corner, his name escapes me, but he is a top-notch Brazilian, top-notch Brazilian Muay Thai coach. This guy coaches some of the best Muay Thai fighters out of Brazil, and he's in Vitor's corner.
Left more. And bomb those leg kicks. Okay? Forget high kicks right now. Yeah, keep working the jab. Agree.
We listen into the corner of Liddell, and we look at Vitor. I mean, this was an aggressive takedown.
Yeah, look at Chuck. He holds the fence, trying to avoid it. Vitor picks him up.
I believe Vitor's Muay Thai coach is Paulo Nicolai.
Yeah, Paulo Nicolai, yes. You mentioned that guy's name in Brazil, and it's going to turn some heads.
A lot of very, very tough Muay Thai guys coming out of Brazil. Of course, the shoot box guys.
How about our champion, Murilo Bustamante? And the Brazilian top team, Tito, looking on. He is more than a casual observer of this one.
Chuck Liddell is pressing this fight.
A partisan crowd chants USA. The American against the Brazilian.
I'd like to see Vitor let loose.
Oh,
Vitor
man.
looks a little passive right here.
You and the entire nation watching live tonight in Brazil. Vitor Belfort. You want to talk about turn heads? Mention his name in Brazil.
That leg kick was very defensive. He kicked and then he moved away.
Yeah, this being shown live on free TV, or not live, on tape delay for the first time ever in Brazil, following Star Wars.
And a couple of stars with a war going on inside the octagon.
I can't believe Belfort just threw a high kick.
Well, we've seen the low and the high from Vitor.
See, but this is the thing. If he starts trading kicks with Chuck, he's going to lose. Chuck Liddell is a better kicker than Vitor Belfort. He's got much more experience using it in the octagon. This is the first time, no matter how much...
Oh, the left. He slipped. Vitor slipped.
And the leg kick probably had something to do with that slip.
Yep. You know, but he's trying to take the leg kick and size it up for a left. That's the second time we've seen Vitor try to counter off a kick by Chuck Liddell.
No matter how much Vitor's been training in leg kicking, that's Chuck Liddell's game.
Oh, Chuck Liddell with a nice right hand. Trying to fake the kick and land the right, and Vitor closes the gap.
Chuck Liddell looks like he's taking over this fight.
Look at that forearm by Liddell. That collided with impact on Belfort's head.
The good thing to note is Vitor took this fight on 4 weeks' notice.
Vitor had been scheduled to fight Tito earlier. That did not happen. An injury during training to Belfort. Then he starred in a television series in Brazil for a bit. Then he wanted to fight. And the time came. In an elimination matchup here. And the fight he gets is a heck of a one with Chuck Liddell, his opponent.
That was a high knee by Chuck Liddell. Vitor's leaning his head over. If he goes too far, he'll need another one.
You see how Chuck Liddell brings that knee on the outside, then comes back to Vitor's thigh? Very painful. He brings it around outside the leg and then digs into the meat of the thigh. Right there. This is Chuck's world.
They're going to break it apart.
Vitor wants to box or he wants to be on the ground. He does not want to be in a kickboxing bout with Chuck Liddell.
So how does he turn it into a boxing bout, Jeff?
He's got to step in and blast. He's got to do his thing, but I don't think he has the energy. Oh!
Spinning
turning back kick to the body. Very nice.
How good was that?
And
very nice.
That was the beginning. Oh,
the left by Vitor.
Liddell's got a hell of a chin. It's going to take more than one punch. What a war.
Great spinning back kick.
And in the Sakuraba fight, that was the beginning of the end for Vitor, but he came back and he threw a bomb that connected.
Chuck Liddell looks like the aggressor in this fight, though. Right there. Oh, he faked the kick. Faked the kick and step in with the punch. It's an old Muay Thai trick.
That's the second time he has used that technique. The first time he landed a pretty good right. That time Vitor was ready.
Vitor looks to just step in with a left hand. He's down to one punch now. It looks like he's just looking to step in and blast with a left hand.
1:15 remains in round number 2. Vitor Belfort back in the UFC for the first time since 1998, when he destroyed Vanderlei Silva in 44 seconds.
Again, you see the difference. Vitor lands a leg kick and he backs away. He landed the kick and moved away. Chuck Lidell lands a kick, he's going forward.
Belfort checked that kick. Lidell threw it. Belfort lifts his leg up.
Tried it again. That time nothing going. Vitor was ready. But now Vitor needs to become the aggressor at some point. As Joe's talked about, Lidell has been full force the aggressor, especially here in round 2.
Vitor's energy looks very passive. You look at there he goes. You look at the way he's standing there, though. He doesn't look like he's going to explode. Chuck looks very aggressive and very alert. Vitor looks like he's conserving himself.
Chuck was criticized for being passive and not being aggressive before, and there he goes.
Yeah, Chuck is not going to make that mistake again. Although he won that matchup that you alluded to, he's not going to make the mistake of being passive again. Too much on the line. 10 seconds remains in round 2.
All right, Vitor's going to try to close out the round. You see him pick up the pace right there?
High kick! And a good one. Vitor with a high kick. Something for the judges to think about.
As soon as you heard the stamping on the ground, indicating that the round was 10 seconds over, that's when Vitor picked up his energy. That to me tells me he's tired. Vitor is not in the best shape he could be in. He's conserving his energy. Chuck Lidell is in excellent shape and he's pressing the entire time.
Cadê o balde?
This is Chuck Liddell's fight.
Puderam entrar, pô. Cadê o balde?
Espera a luta, ele tá aqui, solta a mão. Puxa um balão pra você, esse round. Vamos lá, guarda. Tá, puxa um você, esse round. Vitor, you're behind. You gotta box with them, Vitor.
Here's a look at that spinning back kick. Steps in, bam!
A little lower, and that would have put him down.
There it is, right to the side of the ribs, but Belfort very muscular. You got to break through all that muscle.
You don't want to catch that kick under the lat. That kick is to the floating rib. That kick is lower. Still, excellent kick.
Lidell with that 20-2 record in kickboxing has, for the most part, turned this into a kickboxing match.
And that's Chuck Liddell's world. Oh, there we go.
So what does Vitor do differently here?
What he's got to do is land a big punch. But the problem is Chuck knows to look for the left hand over and over again. And when Vitor lands a leg kick, he moves away. That tells Chuck that Vitor's tired. And Chuck's already indicated, he's already said, he doesn't think Vitor can go 3 hard rounds. And you know what? He's probably right. Vitor's looking to throw one punch.
If Vitor can finish this round the whole 5 minutes like he finished the last 10 seconds of the second round, he would be okay.
He's got to engage, though.
I still think Chuck won the first 2 rounds.
Yep. Even with that flurry at the end.
Oh,
tried the spinning back fist, and that did not work.
Chuck Liddell goes old school PKA.
Chuck Liddell, they call the most devastating striker in the light heavyweight division. He has shown a wide variety of strikes here.
Nice leg kick by Chuck.
Belfort being very, very passive. He's going to need to turn it up and finish solidly in this 3rd and final round. I wonder what's going through the mind of Tito Ortiz right about now.
You can just see it. Yeah, there he goes. You can just see Vitor's looking for a left kick or a left punch. You can see it over and over again.
And Belfort defending the lower leg kicks. Picking his leg up, this forces Liddell to kick his knee, and that's very painful.
Oh, nice right hand! Vitor's rocked!
Oh, Vitor comes back with a left.
But you know what? That didn't hurt Chuck. Chuck's right hand hurt Vitor.
That looked like a pretty stiff left to me by Belfort.
Oh, and there's a high
Chuck
kick.
Liddell's got a hell of a chin.
Blocked by Chuck Liddell.
And a lot of that is probably conditioning.
What can Vitor do now in 3 minutes if he wants to have a chance to move up the ladder? And a potential matchup with Tito Ortiz. There's another high kick by Vitor.
Blocked by Chuck.
Again by Chuck.
Chuck knows he only has to look out for one side. He's looking out for the left kick or the left punch.
You know, we said said that it was Chuck, we thought, who needed combinations. We haven't seen Vitor utilize any of those combinations.
Nice.
And we know he has combination ability, Jeff.
And there was a left and a right hook. It didn't connect, but he does need to put those together. That was the key to his success.
No question.
You see a mouse under the right eye of Vitor. Chuck's punches are landing.
This is not the same UFC it was.
No.
When Belfort was beating Tank Abbott, Scott DeRosa. And there, Belfort's trying to move forward now. It's Belfort who's pressing this fight.
Yeah, he has to. He's got the skills.
He's behind.
Yep, he knows he's behind. He's got the skills. Will he throw some combinations? Will Chuck allow him?
Still a long time to go. A minute 55.
Yeah.
A long time.
Only takes a split second.
Chuck looks to be slowing down a little. His mouth is open here. He's catching his breath. He's expended a lot of energy pressing the fight for the first 2 rounds.
He's throwing a lazy jab.
Yes, exactly. I was just about to say that. That's what's dangerous for Chuck. He's leaving his hand out there, and the counter for that is a straight left, which is the best punch Vitor has. Look, he's looking for it right there.
Vitor senses it. Vitor trying to close in. There's some combinations. Vitor Belfort. Here he comes.
Beautiful right hand. Beautiful right hand.
Can he finish it? They are on their feet at the Bellagio.
Nice leg kicks. He's been there before with Sakuraba, where Sakuraba punished him on the ground with leg kicks. And Chuck Liddell's doing the same thing here.
Vitor had it. He had his combination, and Chuck countered with a right that landed. And that took the momentum right out of Vitor's corner. That might be the turning point in this matchup.
He dropped him solid. Belfort.
A lot of blood. There's a lot of blood. I think it's coming from Vitor's eye.
He dropped him solid right after Vitor put forth his most impressive 15 seconds. Looked like the Vitor of old.
Exactly. He appeared to be pouring it on, and he got stuck with a hard one and dropped. And now he's against the fence.
There is not a single body in their seats right now. 20 seconds remains. Has Lidell taken the road to Tito?
If there was anyone's doubt as to who was winning the fight, it was solidified there with the big shot from Chuck Lidell.
Chuck Lidell, here in Las Vegas, the American, staying strong against the Brazilian. It's over. It's all over. Time has expired, and we will render a judge's decision.
I haven't seen a crowd reaction like this in a long, long time. And Tito Ortiz was just cheering his friend on.
A partisan crowd indeed. Pandemonium inside the octagon.
And here's that exchange, Mike. And check it out. Belfort with a big left. But Lidell shrugs it off.
Now, it's like Vitor, it's like he got into his game here a little bit, Jeff, and you and I both sat up in our seats. We sensed it, and then bam! That was it.
Yeah, Belfort looking away and right on the button. All it takes is one, just like that. But Belfort strung it out to the end of the round and finished the fight. But it appears that Lidell will face one of his best friends in the business, Tito Ortiz, eventually.
They are giving him a heck of a round of applause here. Chuck Lidell. There he is. Chuck Lidell is looking for Tito Ortiz. In the audience, he has found him. He gives him a smile and comes to the center of the ring as Bruce Buffer has received the judges' scorecards. Will it be
Ladies
Vitor?
and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecards for this UFC light heavyweight elimination bout. Judge Cecil Peoples scores it 30-27. Judge Abe Bilardo scores it 30-27. Judge Marcos Rosales scores it 29-28 for the winner, the Iceman, Chuck Lidell. Let's have a big hand for Vitor Belfort.
Chuck, first of all, congratulations. Fantastic performance. You pressed him the entire fight. Was it your strategy to try to wear him out? Did you think that he wasn't in condition to go 3 hard rounds with you?
Well, I thought if I kept pressing him, I could take the fight from him. I mean, he hung in there a lot longer than I thought he would. But, you know, I caught him sooner or later, and it hurt him.
Well, you looked in fantastic shape. Is this the best shape you've ever been for a fight?
Yeah, I'd have to say so. I'm in real good shape. I was ready to go another 2 rounds if I needed to.
Did it surprise you that Vitor wanted to trade strikes with you, kicking, that he wanted to kickbox with you, knowing that you were the superior kicker?
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I think he thought he could sneak some of those kicks in, but I train with that all the time, and it's not happening.
All right, well, Chuck, fantastic performance. Now, I know you've been a top contender in the light heavyweight division for a long time. Are you looking for a title shot now?
Yeah, definitely. I think Tito's already got something scheduled, but after that, yeah.
Well, Tito's your good friend. I know you guys are training partners. Is that going to affect you when you guys fight?
Of course, I'd be lying if I said it didn't, but you know, it's part of the game. It's part of the business, so we'll be friends. Up until then, fight time, it's